what can you say for the traders out there, that are
Yes,
seeing this?
it's that whole FTMO story is quite an interesting story. So whether FTMO banned US clients or the US made FTMO ban US clients, we will never know.
Mhm.
But let me tell you a little story. When I was starting off my trading career, as you said, more than a decade ago, my mentor, he was a former floor trader from Chicago. So he was literally trading on the floor on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange.
Mhm.
And I once asked him what he thinks about CFDs. And surprisingly, he didn't know. In fact, he never heard the term CFD. And only then I realized that CFD trading is prohibited by law in the US, right? So CFD trading is not allowed in the US. And there's a good reason for that. Now, what are people trading in the US? People are trading futures and people are trading stocks. Yes, people are trading options, but options is not considered to be a separate asset class because options is you trade options on stocks, you trade options on futures. So
Mhm.
people are trading in the US, actively trading stocks and futures,
Okay.
and all through a regulated exchange. In fact, the biggest futures exchange in the world is the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And we have the New York Stock Exchange, another massive exchange. Now, how do these exchanges make money?
Mhm.
Through commissions, mostly through commissions only. So you trade a futures contract, you pay commission per contract traded, whether it's a buy or sell.
Mhm.
And for stocks, whether you buy or sell a stock, you pay commissions. So now this is the biggest income stream of an exchange. That's how they survive. So now let's assume that everyone in the US would slowly move from the exchanges to CFD trading. What
Okay.
do you think would happen? And so, if people would slowly move in the US from trading through these exchanges to unre- quote unquote unregulated brokers trading CFDs, well, these big institutions, these exchanges, Chicago, New York, they would slowly die out, right?
Yeah.
They would lose most of their business.
Right.
Now, now, do you think that the US government would allow that these big institutions, these big exchanges would die out? Never. And that's why they they made these CFDs basically, or they don't allow trading CFDs actively. Now, FTMO found long time ago found this loophole where they offer only demo accounts, right? And you basically sign a service contract and you're trading, but you're not trading. So they found this loophole. So people in the US were able to trade and not trade
Yeah,
CFDs,
you're like a
right?
freelancer, basically.
Basically, exactly, you get paid for the service, right? You're not actually trading. So they found this nice loophole, and every other prop firm followed through this loophole. Now, what's my point here?
Right.
Now, since prop trading is becoming more and more popular, and this is booming so much, everyone wants to prop trade. I mean, there's so many good reasons why people want to do prop trading rather than trading their own funds. See, CFD trading in general they hold a lot of benefits over conventional futures trading and also stocks trading. Of course, there are always pros and cons, but the benefits of CFD trading is clearly made for the public. You have more leverage, lower margin requirement, so you can use your capital way more efficient. Only recently, a couple of years ago, the futures exchanges, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, introduced micro lots and micro contracts and mini contracts. So people with lower capital, with lower funds, were able to trade futures as well nowadays.
Right.
Now they kind of a little bit leveled the battlefield here, but still with the leverage provided in the CFD market, everyone can trade CFDs.
There's a lot of people that watch this. My whole entire following, 99%, they don't trade stocks or futures.
Right? It's still the mainstream. The mainstream is gravitating. The mainstream, of course, is gravitating to these CFDs because of the low margin requirements, the high leverage. They can use their capital more efficient. And then they can do this on top through prop firms where they don't need to fund their accounts at all. They just have to buy the challenge, right? So now if more and more people, the mainstream people, they gravitate towards prop firms and CFD trading, still all these exchanges, they would lose so much business in the US, and the US government would never allow that. So for me, this was just coming to the point. This was just a matter of time once the US government says, prop trading? No. FTMO, you're the biggest firm. You steal, quote unquote, steal so many clients from our exchanges, right. You're gone.
This is what I want to know. What about the other top 10 prop firms in the world? What does that mean for them? I mean, who do they trust? Who can they trust?
That's a good question, and I don't have an answer for that. To be fair, I think if you buy like really small challenges, 5K, 10K, 25K, even 50K challenges, you can, I think, almost trust, if you follow their rules, you can almost trust any prop firm, because the small amount of money that you make, anyway, everything is be-booked, right? Everything, people have to understand, everything is be-booked. Right. So the money that they make, these prop firms, they have to pay from their revenue, selling challenges. That's a fact. Right. So if you have a 50K account and you make $1,000 per month, $2,000 per month, these prop firms can easily compensate that with the, selling of challenges. Now, the tricky part is once you're like a really consistent, profitable trader, once you scale up your business, once you have a couple of millions, once you have a 400K account here, 600K account there, and starting to make 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, these prop firms, some of them are just a one-man show. So I would always check who is behind that prop firm. And a lot of these prop firms, I was offered prop firms as well. And I know everything about prop firms because I was offered prop firms. You just pay $10,000 as an individual and you get your own prop firm, right? But there's no capital. There's no capital behind that.
Right.
Meaning, if somebody all of a sudden, if I open a prop firm now, and if somebody makes 100 grand, lucky shot, I cannot pay that because I haven't sold yet, enough challenges to pay this guy 100 grand. So I rather, reject his payout. You get my point? That's the mindset. That's the mindset of these prop firms.
Right.
That's the mindset of these prop firms.
They literally don't have to pay you.
No, they don't.
Because it is true, bro. I mean, most of these firms, they literally pay based off the challenges that are being sold.
Full disclosure, I'm not affiliated with any prop firm, and I don't want to be affiliated with any prop firm. I want to be basically always neutral and say what I think, right? So that's why I also don't recommend prop. I always get the question, what prop firm? Hey, Bernd, what prop firm do you recommend? I say always, I don't recommend prop firms because I'm not affiliated with any of them, right? But people can check. I always tell them, check what I do. I never had problems with the prop firms that I trade with. You can check what I do. I post my certificates. You can do the same if you want to, but I don't actively recommend you. I don't even recommend FTMO. I don't say go to FTMO. I say like, do whatever you want. It's also based on your preference. What are you looking for? When I look for a prop firm, I don't like limitations, meaning I like a product portfolio that, that a prop firm can offer me all products to trade. Not only FX, but also equity indices, precious metals, energy products, and also CFD stocks. I want the whole product portfolio, right? So this is what I'm looking for. For instance, if I want to find a new prop firm for me, and once a prop firm is already limiting the product portfolio, it starts to get dodgy to me, because why would they limit the product portfolio and only, offer FX products because they want to offer it to the mainstream who anyway loses? You have to be aware of the uncertainty, right? That you have to understand what these prop firms are, how they make money, how they make business, and you have to be fully aware of that. So if all of a sudden, for me personally, if all of a sudden prop trading would be prohibited across the whole globe and there wouldn't be any prop trading anymore, for me personally, I wouldn't mind, because I can trade my own funds. Like I can trade whatever, or I can trade an A-book. I trade my 1 million next month's $2 million A-book fund. So this is not a problem for me, but that's why people have to, they have to learn trading first, and they have to be able to trade their own funds as well. Maybe never, but they have to be capable to trade their own funds.
Right.
Whether it's through stocks, whether it's through futures, because we talk about US clients, or whether it's really basically only FX. But I recommend people always to learn all asset classes, stocks, futures, and FX. You have to be aware of all asset classes. You have to understand whether then you gravitate towards FX, whether you gravitate towards indices, whether you gravitate towards precious metals. It doesn't matter at the end, but you have to be capable for me, a trader has to be capable to trade everything, right? So, and people have to start there before they think about, hey, let me start exploiting, milking those prop firms and have a one lucky shot, treating it like a slot machine, like a casino, having one lucky shot, and then,
I think that's the mentality that a lot of people have. They
unfortunately,
see people,
yes,
big toys. They're like, oh my God, if that's capable, I can do it. I see myself like this person. It's capable, but it's like there's a lot of there's a lot of things that you have to do in order to get that kind of knowledge where you feel comfortable to trade. At the end of the day, you can give them everything. You can tell them everything, but their greed does not let them follow what they're supposed to do. No, 100%. And that's facts.
Yes, that's facts. Look, don't get me wrong. I feel like I love prop trading. I feel like I'm a prop trading ambassador, right? I love prop trading. But people have to,
just say how it is. You're a prop trading king.
Larry. But how did I get into prop trading? I only got into prop trading after I spent years of basically crafting my skill of becoming a skilled trader, and then I ventured into prop trading. So for people, they have to, nowadays they can do this, kind of parallel. They have to build skill, and they can start buying small challenges, and then slowly through these challenges, get confidence, get skilled, and then, scaling up business, buying a 5K account, then, passing this 5K account, having maybe their first payout, then they make money, then they can scale up to a 25K. They have to start slow, right? And when we speak about these small brackets, 5K account, 25K account, even a 50K account, again, they can almost go to every single prop firm that is in the top 10, that is well known, that is well respected, and then they can basically go through this prop trading, learning how to trade journey with the prop firm. But yeah, once you come to a point where it's then, we talk about big money, then you have to find a way how you can also get a little bit independent from these prop firms at some point of time. Just don't get me wrong. I don't want to discourage people. I'm saying, hey, in the US, maybe people should start learning also, not only focus on one asset class like FX, learn how to trade futures as well. Again, you can trade now micro contracts, mini contracts. You can trade small contracts as well with small capital.
I mean, if I wanted to learn how to trade futures or stocks, me being who I am, I don't even know where to go. I don't even know how to start.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Look, again, and I don't want to be the douchebag who says you can come to my campus and this is where you learn. I'm not that douchebag. You can do whatever you want, but I will also in the future publish some content on my channel for futures. Actually, I was planning this from 2024 anyways, to put out a lot of futures content for like the US clients, for the US subscribers, because I think this is really important to understand the underlying asset, because this is what drives the market at the end of the day. Everything else is just a cheap derivative, right? That is broker derived, that's derived from the broker just to offer it to the mainstream. And so people should understand the value proposition of futures and why they actually exist in the first place and how to trade them. Whether they trade them or not is then completely up to them, right? But again, it's just like building knowledge, building skill, and then if something happens again in the US, like they prohibit prop trading, this kind of B-book prop trading for everyone, then they have something, they have a plan B, right? But only the future will tell.
Dude, honestly, bro, I mean, even me, I'm like kind of a little worried. I'm a little like, oh my God, what's next, bro? I mean, what's next? I mean, people,
Daniel, you can always open up a company in Dubai, and you can trade through the Dubai company, and and then you do like
yes, I know.
I know
Yeah,
it's, I'm
but
just
not
kidding,
every
but not the mainstream,
that.
yes. But that's always like an idea that for people who are like, again, for people who are really successful, who make 6 digits, 7 digits a year, with trading, you know, and if they're based in the US and they want to do like prop trading, there are some alternatives. They just have to dig a little bit deeper, right?
Right.
And for the small crowd who trade 5K accounts, 10K accounts, 50K accounts, just yet, they don't have to worry too much yet. That's just my um, assumption.
I mean, you're okay. You live in Dubai. You can continue to trade on FTMO. You
Yeah.
can continue to defend your record. I mean, that's pretty impressive, bro. Like
Uh,
120 times on a leaderboard. Yo,
huge.
that's fucking crazy, dude. That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But what about people? What about like, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm just, I mean, me, my own self. I mean, if all this is happening at the beginning of 2024, what the fuck could we expect ending 2024? You know what I mean?
Exciting.
Burn doesn't,
Nobody really knows.
yeah, Burn doesn't need FTMO. Imagine he's their number one trader. He's their number one trader, and he doesn't even recommend it. Imagine, like,
So again, I just don't get me wrong. I don't recommend it because I'm not saying it's not good. That's why I'm not recommending it. I'm just not recommending prop firms in general because I'm neutral. I'm not affiliated with any of them. I'm not getting paid to tell people, hey, go to this prop firm. That's a great prop firm. I don't want to get paid. I don't need that money from prop firms to like run around and being affiliated with any of them. I make enough money with trading. So that's why I just want to be neutral and always speak the truth, my truth at least.
is there any way, of course, to make the show interesting? Can I ask you a personal question?
Everything is personally all right.
Okay, so I mean, you live in Dubai, you're using your payouts, you're using your income, to build, which is looking nice, by the way, a private villa on a private island in Thailand, a villa where you can kind of escape from the whole entire world and have privacy with your family. You live in Dubai and you're doing that in Thailand. Like, why Thailand? Why this? Why that? You live here, but you're doing this there. Kind of like, what was what made you want to do that? You know what I mean?
Yes. Good question. I can also elaborate a little bit on that. So I like the lifestyle there. I like the non-judgmental lifestyle there. Again, I'm not the guy who needs, the Rolex watch. I'm not the guy who needs the Lamborghini. What I need is peace for myself and for my family. And where I built the villa, I'm surrounded by nothing. I don't need to be surrounded by people. I just need that peace for myself and my family. And, I always dreamed about when I was small that having that, villa on the beach and, just having this life that I don't have to worry about anything and care about anything, just about me and my family. And, I have my Muay Thai gym just like 5 minutes from there. So I can every day go there. Just, I can just go to I can just take the motorbike and, drive there 5 minutes, have my workout, have like a fresh coconut, like a fresh cut coconut, fresh
I
juices.
want to show you
It's just,
something. I
yeah,
bought
show me.
I bought this after literally watching all your stories and everything. This is what I bought. Watch.
Now, what did he buy? What did he buy?
Wait.
Ah,
That's good. That's a good start, man. I'm
I
proud.
bought some
That's a good
weights here
start.
just to like, you know what I'm saying? Because bro, this guy is built like Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger, bro. 40 years old. 40 years old. He looks like he's 25 years fucking. This guy, his six pack has a six pack. Literally.
Nice. So
No, so that's why I chose this place. Basically, it's just for me, the
Thailand.
perfect getaway, where I don't have to worry. It's non-judgmental. The funny part is there. It's you can go shirtless just to the supermarket and get, your water, and nobody cares and nobody worries. And it's just really that non-judgmental environment I love so much. And this is exactly me. And that's why we thought this is a good idea. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy with the 8 pack, 1% body fat says you can go shirtless.
it was just like
Man.
Lifestyle.
it was just it's just an example. It's just a lifestyle, the
Yeah,
beach
yeah.
lifestyle that I love so much.
Oh
Being
yeah,
the
you
whole
don't want a
day in the
complex
sun.
life. You want a simple life, peaceful life, and that actually helps you in your trading, right? Like you,
100%. Yes,
No, dude, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
what?
He talked about it. Like
No,
he
100%.
talked about it, and like that's why I'm even trying to get myself into shape because like he says, like his body is like, he loves, the gym, he loves training, and he loves,
I think
just
he does everything that makes him feel good, and he's happy, and that's how it is.
That's I couldn't say that better. Yes, I do everything just to, feel
Satisfied, whatever
feel
he.
myself, that I have like mental, like that I've mentally healthy and mental, just clear in my mind. And this is then how I can really be happy and work properly. This is how I can perform. I could not perform otherwise. This is how I learned to perform. And that's why I do this. It's just,
Oh
for
yeah,
me, it's
and you're in Dubai.
performance
You see
driven.
the cars, you see the women, you see everything that we see here as well because we have a bad market here.
Yeah, yeah, it's similar. It's similar, most probably. The lifestyle, the show off lifestyle is most probably
Mhm.
similar. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Now this is where talking savage kind of blows up because we ask the questions that people really would never ask, but they want to know. I mean, you live in Dubai. How long have you lived in Dubai for?
I moved to Dubai 2009,
Okay, so you've been in Dubai for about damn 11
15.
years.
yeah,
Wait,
No, 15 years.
15, oh, it's
yeah.
not capping. Oh my God.
I came to Dubai. There was nothing in
Years.
Dubai,
Saw a
basically.
lot of development in Dubai. Then you saw it.
Yes, yes. I
Wow.
saw everything growing.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, bro, this
That's
dysentery.
pretty crazy.
Oh my goodness. So now you you never kind of you kind of started off like kind of like mentoring people because of recommendations and stuff like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got some friends down there, and most of your your students and people that you have mentored are people that were recommended. And of course, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you know a bunch of people that have these insane car collections, insane watch collections. I mean, you being in the presence of people that literally drive, you know, cars worth millions, wear watches worth millions, and they look up to you, and you don't even fancy that. You don't care about that. I mean, when you have somebody in front of you that has $5 million in cars, a $25 million penthouse, $1 million watch, you know, does that ever make you kind of feel like, oh, maybe I want to get a car too? This and that. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a car, but
No,
but
yeah, but do
it's
you fancy those things, you know?
but it doesn't necessarily impress,
Mm.
the materialistic stuff doesn't impress me. What impresses me, if this person tells me the story how he achieved this kind of wealth. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't impress me that this is maybe he got everything from his father, and and that's why he can buy all this stuff. What impresses me, if somebody really tells me the story, I made this, I built that empire by myself, and this is how I build it, and that's why I can afford these things, and not just materialistic things, if this makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm a strong believer wealth is in the mind and not in the pocket. And
Yeah,
that's
makes
how I
sense.
live.
Yeah, no, fully agree.
okay, I want to ask a question, of course, and so what was I don't want to say investment, but what was something that you were like, I want this and I'm gonna get it, and I got it? What was that one thing that like still in the back of your head, no matter how long ago it was, that you were able to achieve and you were able to kind of grasp through trading, that will always stick with you in the back of your head?
Something you treasure.
Like, for example, like
Mm.
me, about 6 years ago in 2018, I mean, I got a payout from Traders Way. Literally, I got a payout from Traders Way, which was 8,500. And
Nice.
it was my biggest payout. It was my first payout. And of course, me being a fucking idiot, I used the whole entire money, and I got a BMW with it. You know what I'm saying? And I still remember it till this day. You know, that was like, it's gonna live with me forever. You know what I mean? What is that one thing for you that you were able to be like, yeah, trading provided this for me, and it kind of fueled something in me to keep going and always achieve and kind of keep pushing for more?
No, I think it's basically right now, because the villa in Thailand, on Koh Samui, I paid it. Well, let's be real. I paid that cash, and cash only from prop firm money, that I made. And what I also want to do is, basically, I want to buy this. There's a place who builds like these monuments, and there's like I've seen this place driving by there close by, who builds like this golden bull, the Wall Street bull, like in the
Yes,
same
yes,
size.
yes, yes.
And I want to buy it and just put in front of the villa, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna record this, and I put this on YouTube,
Frame
and this
it.
is what I'm really proud of, because it's just, I bought this from prop firm,
Right.
profits, basically.
No, that's awesome.
How much does that bull cost?
Oh, I don't know yet. I didn't ask. I just saw it. I I didn't ask. But doesn't matter. It cannot be. It's Koh Samui. It cannot be that expensive anyway.
Okay, if they say, oh, it's gonna cost you 50,000, what are you gonna say?
I don't know, but I don't
Not
think they're
even
gonna
check,
say that.
I'm
But
paying
but
cash.
but I want that I want that so badly. I'm gonna do that for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'm getting a line on mine.
Oh my God, burn. So, getting back to the FTMO, the subject. So, for our US clients out here, they're still going to be like, you didn't mention a firm. What should I do? I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Where can I trade?
Go to my Instagram, see what I am doing, look up the prop firms. I just, my most recent short on YouTube, I'm telling people what are the prop firms that I'm trading with. They can do that, for instance, right? And then they can do the same that I do, because I never had any problem. Now there's a difference between these prop firms again, and they have to do their due diligence and do a little bit of research. I like prop firms that offer me a whole product portfolio, that including CFD stocks, because I trade CFD stocks as well. And if prop firms limit the product portfolio, I always question, why would you do that? Why you cannot offer the whole product portfolio that is actually offered by the broker that you are using, right? But again, that's just me. But that's why it's
No, but
based
those
on
are
your
the right questions you need to ask, right?
Exactly, and that's why it's based on everyone's personal preference. What are they looking for when they want to buy a prop firm challenge? What is important for them? And they have to and if they already say, I don't know, then hey, stop trading completely, because if you don't know what you're looking for, then you're not yet there to start
Right.
trading anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. No, yeah, and I think that's the problem. Everybody's in this dream fantasy world, but
Yes.
we have you where you have 10 years of experience telling us like, hey, it's the journey, not like, like slow it down. It's a process.
Absolutely, it's a
Get the
process.
information, trade correctly, find the right person to mentor. I believe you're the right person to be
Well,
mentored.
I'm not the person who says come to me.
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
so
why
many
we say it.
there are many good there are many good traders out there, but I'm just I want to here,
Yeah.
this is all free content. I want to guide people,
No,
I
100%.
want to be honest, I want to be transparent, I want to be authentic, and that's what I want to do. I would never tell people come to me. I don't care, I really don't care. I just want people to just start properly and don't lose their money, because most people will lose their money before they start learning.
Yeah, we want the same thing. That's why we built this show. Talk is savage.
Yeah, and it's literally big facts because, like he said on the other show, like on the other episode, like he's had people come to him and be like, I lost $50,000 trading. And he's like, hey, you lost it because you didn't have the right guidance. You didn't come in the right place.
Yeah.
And, more people will lose money and everybody will lose money. And the only thing that's really going to change them is pain. People need to go through pain. And the thing is, a lot of
100%.
people go through pain. People go through pain, but the thing is, their pain, it might be painful, but it's not enough to wake them up and be like, this is what you got to do.
Yeah,
Then it's not yet
reward
enough
after the
pain. Then
lesson.
it's not enough pain.
There's no rewards after the lesson. There's only a reward after the lesson. So if you're going through pain, you gotta learn your lessons, and right there you'll get your answers, and then you develop more skills, and one day you'll be comfortable enough to actually do whatever you desire to do, which is trading or any other whatever you want to do. But that's the mindset you need to have. And
Yes, and time is on your side. It's like people are all rushing into everything, and it's like they need to see results after a week, after 3 months. This is not how we talked about this last time. It's not how trading works. It's like another profession, like any other profession. But
Exactly.
time is on your side. You want to trade. The people who watch my content and your content is most probably mid-20s, early 30s, right? They want to trade for the rest of their lives. They want to trade for they want to trade for the next 30, 40 years plus. So what does 12 months, 16 months, 18 months really matter in that kind of perspective of time?
Right.
Now this question just came into my head, right? Because the influencers that are like literally looked up to like God in our industry, they preach, I don't want to trade forever. I just want to trade whenever I want to. But
Yeah,
your mentor is literally more than 80 years old and he still trades. And you said you want to trade for the rest of your life. I mean, you being number one with proof, saying that you want to trade for the rest of your life, and then these other people saying, I don't want to trade for the rest of my life. I mean,
I don't know who said that. I don't know who says that, but to be honest, this is utter BS. I mean, you're a trader, that's your profession, you're passionate about it, you're teaching it, and then this person in the same sentence is saying, but I don't want to do it for the rest of my life. What the fuck? Sorry, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
it doesn't make any,
because trading, doesn't need, trading itself, it doesn't require any physical activity. I don't have to be in shape to trade. I just have to press that button. Why would you be too lazy to press that button? That's why I gravitated towards swing trading and the way how I trade, because it requires me 15 minutes a day, because it doesn't require more time. I don't want to be a slave of my screen. Of course, I wouldn't be like the guy who thinks now, I wouldn't want to sit in front of the screen every single day, like replace one 9 to 5 job with another 9 to 5 job.
Right.
That's not, it just doesn't make any sense. Of course, I wouldn't want this as well for my life, but that's why I gravitate towards a different style of trading, so I can trade forever.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you want to do, and that's how you proceed
Yeah.
yeah.
But to me, somebody who is like passionate about trading and saying trading is, this is how I generate my income, and then says I don't want to trade for the rest of my life. For me, this just doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah,
I'm
most
sorry.
of them have like 5-6 years trading, and they're already saying that.
Yeah.
And I for me, trading is a very emotional. It's an emotional.
It is, but it shouldn't. But it shouldn't
You have
to
get
be
to that
emotional, right? Because
right.
it drains you. It drains you. It drains you a lot. These emotions drains you like crazy.
And how did you get to the point where you are, where you're peaceful with getting into the market? Like, how do you get to that point?
This
That
just
mindset.
experience, right? Experience gets you to that point, and
But there was a day where
also,
you were like,
but
got it.
no, it's like this, where you realize that once you are money centered, this will only hurt you. So you have to get away from the money centered trading to the process based trading. This is when you have to kind of put that money completely out of the entire equation and just trade based on process, based on the rules, right? Look at your KPIs, key performance indicators. Look at your risk to reward in conjunction with your risk to reward win-loss ratio. Look at these KPIs, trade process based. Money, we talked about this, money will follow through anyway. And if you start doing that and really living by that rules, then you slowly get less emotional, and you're still gonna be emotional, and there's still times where you like where the roller coaster trading life hits you, but it becomes, like it will get better through time. That's why time is on your side.
Right. So, I mean, how do you deal with a losing streak?
I don't have. I don't have. I just don't have.
What, dude?
No, I don't have.
No, you should see his
I
intro.
can prove.
You should see his fucking intro.
Guys,
He literally on video, he documented him getting $400,000 funding. His intro, guys, did I pass this with another 100% accuracy rate? The answer is yes.
I love it.
Humbly saying, yes, I did get another $400,000 in funding with 100%, win rate.
Right. Wow.
Yes, of course I did. I mean,
but also my trading is different. You have seen this in the documentary. I take only a minimum amount of trades, 1 trade, 2 trades maximum per week. There might be a week where I don't take any trade, right? But the next week I take more trades, but it's on average 1-2 trades per week. So I can really take only the highest quality trade. So I don't have losing streaks. I can't even remember what the last time I had a losing streak, right? I really don't remember, but I'm just saying it's a different style of trading. So that's why maybe I don't have losing streaks, but I just don't have.
I mean, has there ever been a loss that has affected you and has made you think like, hey, look, like, has there been a loss that has discouraged you?
No.
I mean, I still sometimes have losses that discourage me, and what tip can you give me personally to fight that? You know what I mean?
Well, the only reason, I guess, it's just an assumption. The only reason why it discourages you most probably that you risk too much, or you didn't follow your rules and you lost more that you can kind of cope with, right? Because you should always, I always preach that you have to risk a fixed amount and you can cope with that fixed amount, and you should be able to lose that fixed amount 10 times in a row and you still don't feel discouraged. So my assumption is that most probably if you feel discouraged after 1 loser or 2 losers, that most probably you risk way too much that you can naturally cope with. So you should lower your risk profile.
To be honest,
You always preach that.
no, that's not it. You know what I think has discouraged me a lot is the fact that, I do have hundreds of people that, look up to me like I'm some trading god and when I prove them that, hey, look, I'm not. I'm just a regular trader and
Yeah, but
I do lose sometimes. I feel like, that kind of discourages me sometimes, because I do
yeah,
want
but
to
okay,
invest.
but this doesn't. Uh, Everybody in the trading industry should understand that trading is far from being perfect, right? This is not like if you get into trading, you cannot be a perfectionist, and that's my problem personally, right? So I like to be everything I do. I'm like a very perfectionist. I like everything to be perfect, but when it comes to trading, you can be less than 50% right and still make a shitload of money because the trades that you win, you have a high risk to reward ratio. And these are trading facts. So everyone who is, I don't know, discouraged by a few losers, you should always keep in mind in trading, 50% or even less win-loss ratio can keep you profitable if your risk to reward ratio is high enough, right? So nobody should be discouraged by like a few losers here and there because that's trading. That's natural. That's natural statistics. You
Gotcha.
cannot beat statistics.
No, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Now, another question that I have for you, right? So where where do you feel where do you feel like, hey, look, like enough is enough? And when I mean enough is enough, it's more of like I took these amount of wins. I still see more opportunities to win more. I mean, where do you think? Because I mean, I could literally be on a win streak. Like I just lost my win streak, and you fucking told me. You literally told me on WhatsApp, don't get overconfident, Daniel.
Don't get over it.
Don't get overconfident. Yo,
Yeah, I said that.
yo. He told me, he's like, don't get overconfident, Daniel.
That's funny.
You're doing good.
Right.
Don't get overconfident.
You got
I
overconfident.
got overconfident
Daniel.
and I lost on a gold trade, bro. Fuck. And,
But
and
who
the,
cares?
the-
But
and the
who
crazy thing
cares?
is, I was
But
in
who cares?
profit
You
the
had
whole
like
time.
12-1.
Like, do you ever see setups or do you ever just fucking be in front of a setup where it's like, oh, I've already made my profit target. I'm already happy. This looks good. But you know what? I'm gonna walk away from it. When is
No,
the right
because
time to walk away?
no, I think yeah. Look, I cannot comment on this properly because it's a different style of trading.
He's not a greedy bastard like us, man.
No, it's like when I find a trade setup, that basically then it meets kind of all my rules, and then I want to take it no matter what. It doesn't matter how many trades I took before and how many trades I am. If I find this trade setup, that A plus trade setup, however you want to call it, that meets all my rules, then I want to take it no matter what. That's why I limit right. I have only limited amount of trades that I take throughout the week or throughout the month. So that's why I don't bother. But most probably for you guys who take like, I don't know how many trades a day, then it's most probably different. Then you have to kind of find a rule that you have to say, okay, I limit myself to 5 trades, 10 trades, whatever it is, and then I walk away, whatever the result is, just to have a rule in place, a technical, mechanical rule that fights against the emotions, right?
Yeah,
Understood.
I'm too emotional. Fuck
Yeah.
that shit. But I mean, all of us are emotional, man. I mean,
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's why we are human beings. That drives us. That drives us at the end of the day. That pushes us to new limits. But when it comes to trading, it mostly hinders us, right? And that's why we have to have basically almost rules for everything to kind of lock up that demon,
boundaries.
right? To lock up that demon. And that's why if you say, hey, I'm over trading basically. You tend to over trade. Then you have to have a rule in place to say, hey, I only take X amount of trades per day, and then I'm done. I walk away regardless of results.
Right.
yeah, like
If
I'll
this makes
take like
sense.
2 trades max a day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that's the most I'll take.
Okay.
If I lose more than that, then honestly, the next following day I get scared to look at the charts, literally.
Yeah. No. But you have to have rules in place for that, and
I mean,
yeah, as well.
you
Yeah.
follow a game plan, you follow a set rule. I
Mhm.
mean, you literally are like military to a fucking T when it comes to trading. I
Mhm.
mean, when's the last time you broke your own trading rule? When's the last time that you were in a trade that you were like, I shouldn't have? When's the last time? Be honest. Be honest.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and I
Oh
can't
my
remember.
God, motherfucker.
No,
Oh,
maybe
the
it was
year
in maybe
2006.
no, not in 2023, maybe in 2022.
Well, you're
No, I'm not like I'm not making this up. I just
So
really don't know. I would tell
you're
you,
you're saying right now, because I've watched everything that you have ever fucking said behind a camera. I've watched everything. Literally, I've watched everything. On my show, Talking Savage, episode 4, we have you literally saying that you have not broken a trading rule in over 2 years.
no, let's 2022, right? So most probably. So let's say, well, I don't know. Let's say 1 year, 1.5 year. I don't know. Most probably 1.5 years or so. I really don't know. I
I've
really
watched
don't know. But it's
everything that you've
at
ever
least 1
posted.
year. But at least 1 year.
Everything that you've ever posted, I've watched everything. And I wrote a million fucking questions that have not been answered because, of course, I want to ask them.
Yeah, we can do this in the next episode.
Dude, 2 years you have not broken your rule, your trading
I
plan.
don't say 2 years. I just say like it's been a while, and it's definitely not in 2023. It might be in 2022, but I don't remember the trade
It's
just out
more
of my
than
head.
1 year at least.
Yes, that's for sure.
Holy shit. Now, where does the fucking discipline come in where you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to break my trading rule.
I think it's also
Is that through the gym? Is that through the
no, I
is that
think
through the
no,
is
it's I think it's also the responsibility. I trade, I trade because my life depends on it.
that, and your
It's
family too?
like my life, my fucking life depends on trading. It's like this is my mindset. This is how
You
you
said
have
a
to
bad word.
I'm very sorry, but that's how that's how it is. I trade based because my life depends on it, and people rely on that, and people trust me for that, and I feel so much responsibility, and sometimes that responsibility feels also too much that I have. But that's a different story. But I have so much responsibility that I don't do stupid shit, in front of the chart, and I think that's what makes me. That's what makes me, follow the rules.
So now, like everybody watching this, Talking Savage, guys. Burned, we link all his socials down below.
Thank you.
You cannot find a video where he is using profanity. Burn only uses
Not on my
profanity
channel.
here.
Not on my channel, at least.
Fucking savage. You already know.
That's the savage.
Burn
That's the
has
savage.
You gotta bring
That's the
out the
savage
savage in
influence.
Burn.
Shit. That's the savage influence. Bad
Yes.
influence.
I love it. We're gonna change the community, man.
Oh my God. So, again, Burn, I mean,
This was a pleasure.
dude, like,
Oh, the pleasure was mine. I had really, again,
Hopefully the
a lot
chat
of
doesn't
fun.
complain that you were not able to talk this time. I'm pretty sure you were able
What?
to talk.
Dude, honestly, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, Burn, dude, let's be real.
You goated.
He's not a social media influence. He's not a guy with a billion followers. You know what I'm saying? And he's not that guy because he doesn't have all these materialistic things that could literally show everybody that, hey, I'm number one. And, since I'm number one, I'm going to have number one. Burn literally is a humble human being. He is a trader with more than 10 plus years in experience. He plans to trade for the rest of his life. He takes care of his family. He doesn't think about these, materialistic things. He doesn't. The only self-interest, the only time he is selfish is when he makes time to train and fight and, get in shape and fight in the gym. You should see his videos, guys. Bro, you know what? Man, look. I got this fat pack of money. I got this money right here. I think you would beat Conor McGregor. Burn, honestly, bro, like, I know that you have, a lot of people that message you daily. And, again, it's honestly
It's
such
getting
a
a lot. It's getting a lot recently, but it's also
pleasure, bro.
everything.
Like,
Everything is super positive as well, and people are sending me crazy, motivating, encouraging DMs.
I
It's
love
really
it.
throughout the board. It's super positive. I'm super happy about that. So it makes me, of course, it makes everyone feel good as well. So I want to thank everyone for all these amazing messages. So you guys are great.
I think from what I learned from Burn is keep it simple, keep it positive, stick to the game plan, know
One
the
step at a time. One step at a time. Don't have too
yeah.
many goals. You know,
Have
goals
a
don't help
big
you.
vision,
You need,
but you know, baby
yeah,
steps. 1% a day is
yeah.
good, you know?
Baby steps. You know, you need to have a proper action plan. You know,
Yeah.
follow through this plan, and you know, the results will show. Then, if you follow all the rules, then the results will follow
Just follow.
anyway. You know, but that's why just take small steps. You know,
Mhm.
so before we end
I
this
guess.
episode, guys, Talking Savage, episode 4. Oh my God, every episode that we have dropped has literally been something worth watching.
Hopefully.
Is there anything, any type of motivation? No, fuck that. I want you to end this with some type of motivation.
I think in general, a tip that helps me is you have to start with yourself, be disciplined with yourself, whatever you do in life. For me, it's sports, my diet, my nutrition, just in general, that to take care first of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot be disciplined with basic things in your life. I doubt that you can be disciplined with trading. So start with yourself first, be disciplined in small things. I don't know if it's, training, go to the gym every day, regardless of your schedule, be disciplined in your diet, eat healthy, like stuff that helps me might help others as well. So I
Right.
take care of myself first, and then, the trading will also be disciplined. But it doesn't work that you're not disciplined with yourself, and then all of a sudden you're disciplined in trading. Stuff like this doesn't work. So be disciplined with yourself first, and then you can be disciplined with trading. I think that's the biggest tip
No,
that I
awesome.
can give.
Perfect.
And the fact that every episode
It's
that I've been able to
not scripted. It's not scripted at all. It's just like whatever
everything.
comes out, and it's just,
Oh,
most of these shows most probably are scripted.
yeah.
The
No, they are
the host has
edited,
some
no
questions.
edit.
Like, it's horrible.
Out there.
Thank you for inviting me, man. I just thank you for the invite. I mean, what you invited me, I didn't invite myself, so thank you so much.
We might have to do a part 3, you know?
She
Whatever
At some point,
again,
look,
guys.
guys. In March, I might come to Miami, so we can do like some physical thing.
do it. Down.
We can.
Possible meet and greet. Possible meet and greet.
Yes.
Possible meet and greet. So, guys, you better drop a like, you better drop a comment, and you better say thank you to Burn. And of course, you better fucking say thank you to me because I made it happen.
You're
Thank you.
Who else has had Burn say the F word? Nobody. 2 times.
nobody.
So again,
All right,
guys, this was Talking Savage, episode 4. Oh, people, you guys should be paying for this.
So
Peace out.
See you guys in the next episode. Daniel Savage, Brother Lucius, Burn,
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
the Prop Firm
Good.
Go. See you guys soon. Let's get it.